Hi everyone. Good evening and welcome to today's session free live class by me Nilanjan Dutta, a CAT-100 person Tyler and one of the topmost educators on Unacademy and Unacademy Plus for the CAT and MB exam segment. So today's session is on the CAT toppers 30-second shortcut. We're actually showing you a lot of techniques that I personally believe is very helpful to solve the quants section. Now, a lot of you may be wondering why is today's session very important. The reason is very simple. Earlier you had 60 minutes paper, now you have 40 minutes, which means you have 2/3 the amount of time, which means now it is all the more important that you solve questions faster. And in today's session, whichever question we're looking at, whether it's a challenging question, difficult question, whatever question we're looking at, we'll try to solve within 30 seconds. And more than half of the questions that will be coming in CAT in each of the years in your slots have also questions which can be solved using second approaches. So entire focus today will be on mastering these 30-second approaches. As we start the free session, I request all of you to kindly take out the next 1-2 minutes to please share the session link in various CAT preparation groups and forums so that more and more people can be part of today's free session. So once again, good evening to all those who've joined in. Good evening Bipul, Pankaj, Noman, Himanshi, Swati, Vani, Isha. Good evening Mayank, Prerna, Arpit. Good evening Vipul, Anisha, Rishikesh. Good evening Jyotishwar, Nandesh, Abhishek, Vanshika. Good evening Sai, Icha. Good evening Dominic, Shamiksha, Salma. Good evening Sakshi, Aman, Manoj. Good evening Labi. So this is a brief about myself. So as you know, today is a free live class. So let's get started. The rules for the class are simple. Every question I'll be giving you all 90 seconds, even though the same question can be solved in 30 seconds. After the 90-second thing, I'll be making the poll active, and after the poll is done, I'll be explaining the 30-second approach to the very same question. So make sure that all of you are staying till the very end, because in every question you'll be learning a new approach, and this session will help you be able to solve 30 plus questions in quants in 40 minutes that you'll be looking at for the quants section. So although you're looking to attempt 30 plus questions in 40 minutes, this is the session for you. Arpit, every topic in quants will be covered. Geometry, modern maths, arithmetic, algebra, numbers. There shouldn't be a single topic which is left out. Okay? So just make sure that you're following the session till the end. Before we start, 1 minute check. What are the kind of things that we'll be doing in today's session? So just have a look at this slide. We'll come back to the slide at the end of the session. But just for now, have a look at whatever is mentioned in this slide. Prime factors based approaches, value substitution based approaches, pattern based conclusions, value approximation approaches, figure replication approaches, and option elimination approaches. Why name? Let us see. Do not believe that they'll work every time. Let us see in actual questions. Okay? We'll actually be solving questions, but before we go into the question, I just wanted to take 1 minute to show you all some of the things that you can do. With this in mind, let's move on to the first question. Note, the question for today's session will be across every topic. So you'll be having questions across the entire spectrum of quants, each and every chapter. So the first question is as follows. Let sin x plus cos x equal to a and sin cube x plus cos cube x is equal to b. Then which one of the following holds true? So you need to take around 1.5 minutes to solve this, and then I'll make the poll active. Yugal will work in every Venn diagram set that would work. Also, I request all those who are joining in, please share the session link with all your friends, because it's a free session. So the more people who participate in the session, we'll be having more and such free sessions coming up. So do make sure that all of you are sharing this with your friends in the last 1.5 2 months to CAT. So first question, everybody, I'll be making the poll active. Anshika is me accuracy given that there is no negatives. So what is the challenge that, anybody, what is the challenge that you're facing? How many of you are not aware of the formulas? How many of you are not aware of the formula related to sin x plus cos x, sin cube x plus cos cube x and so on? Okay, Manoj is saying he's not aware of the formula. Okay, so what do you do if you're not aware of the formulas? Simple. Just put sample values and check. So that is, for example, x equal to 0. If I put x equal to 0, what will happen? Sin 0 is 0. Cos 0 is 1, which means a is equal to 1. So basically, all you need to do is check if I put a is 1 and b is 1, which option satisfies, and that is where 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Hence the answer is option B. Simply put values and check. Simply put any sample value, an EV value like x equal to 0. What happens is a is 1, b is 1. Now simply check 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, which means the answer is option B. I've changed it to purple, the pen color. Is it now fine? Okay. So 1 plus 2 is 3. Simply put value then check. Is that clear, everybody? Next one. So this question is on arithmetic mean, geometric mean and harmonic mean. So it's saying that the harmonic mean is 12. It is also known that 4a plus g square is equal to 200. In that case, what must be the difference between the two natural numbers? Ichha, that can never happen. Two options having the same value is not possible. If it happens for a particular value, try with some another value. By chance, if it happens for one value, try with a second value. It cannot happen that options are giving you the same answer for every value. Is that clear? But always simply put sample value then check. Second one. So this is on arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean. Don't worry. Any question that you feel is difficult, remember one thing. That same question can be solved in 30 seconds. And that is the objective of today's session. At the end of today's session, I'll also be having a quiz for all of you, where all of you to apply all these 30-second approaches that I'm teaching across the session. So make sure you're staying till the end. We'll be having a quiz as well. So here harmonic mean is 12. It is also known that 4a plus g square is equal to 200. You need to find out the difference between the two natural numbers. Anytime you're stuck, remember these rules. Just have a look at these rules. These are things that can save you. Prime factor based approaches, value substitution, pattern based conclusion, value approximation, figure replication, option elimination. So now, if you're not being able to solve it by the conventional approach, try using any of those. We'll be making the poll. Also, guys, please share the session link with all your friends and fellow CAT and MD exam aspirants in the next 1-2 minutes throughout this free session. Answers. What are the does? Everybody look at the accuracy rate. एक बार accuracy rate देख लो. It's around 30%, which means maximum students are not able to give the answer, and that is despite no negatives. There is no negative marking, and everybody look here at the leaderboard. Only one person has been able to answer both the questions correctly, and that is Vanshika. So guys, what is the challenge you are facing in this question? Anybody? What is the challenge you are facing? Anybody, what is the challenge in this question that you are facing? Look back. There was one rule which I said, prime factors based approaches. Note, if I look at a number 200, 200 is 4a plus g square, which is 5 square, which means the only way 4a plus g square can be 200 is if both a and g are multiples of 5. Agreed? The only way it can be 200 is if both a and g are multiples of 5, which means both the numbers are multiples of 5. Note, if both the numbers are multiples of 5, then the difference has to be a multiple of 5 as well. So simply look at prime factors and mark the answer. What are the prime factors? Arpit, Shweta, what are the 100? 5. It's a multiple of 25, which means the geometric mean as well as the arithmetic mean must be multiples of 5, which means the numbers are a multiple of 5, the multiple of 5, the difference will also be the numbers 10 and 15. What is the arithmetic mean? What is the arithmetic mean of 10 and 15? Anybody? What is the arithmetic mean? 12.5. 12.5 into 4 is? 12.5 into 4 is how much? 50. Look, multiple of 25. What is 10 into 15? What is 15 g square? 150. Again, multiple of 25. So do you see? The only way it is possible is if the prime factors are intact. Why is this so? Simple. If I add 10 plus 15, what will happen? My answer will be a multiple of 5. If I multiply 10 into 15, my answer will be a multiple of 5. If I subtract 15 minus 10, my answer will be a multiple of 5. This is not just for 5. Any prime factor. Any prime factor, remember, if you add, you will still get that prime factor. You multiply, still get that prime factor. Subtract, still get the prime factor. Arpit, in case you want to, you can एक बार check कर सकते हो. 10-15 लेके 12 हो रहा है. 10-15 लेके harmonic mean. If you want, you can be doubly sure. You can do a recheck, but that is not required. And note, in